his second career start, and Rutgers with the usual starting five for them. And the tip goes to the Scarlet Knights wearing the home reds here today, this afternoon, and the second of 3 games that we'll bring you on the Big Ten Network. Looking inside to Amori, he gets the touch, fighting for that loose ball, and Ohio State on the deck and picks it up.
Those were 50-50 balls they did not come up with against Minnesota. Akpara, great defense, great decision. Good start for the Buckeyes at that end.
Here's Bruce Thornton, one of the 4 freshmen getting consistent minutes. The point guard here this year for the Buckeyes gives it out to Justice Suing. And Isaac Likely back in the starting lineup here for the Buckeyes. The missed opportunity from Sean McNeil. The Buckeyes' steady 3-point shooter here this year.
He's a big factor in this game. He's only attempted 8 threes in the last 3 games. He took 5 of them. Lisa, that's not enough. He's got to let fly today.
Coming in as a 40% 3-point shooter. The Buckeyes won on a last-second shot. And as we know, the Big Ten Conference the next day issued a statement that there was a mistake and the last shot should never have happened. Rutgers not dwelling on that end-of-game situation back on December 8th. Here's a transition look. The Buckeyes want to run a little bit. And it'll be Rutgers basketball. Ohio State team that had dropped 2 points to Purdue, lost to Maryland, and lost to Minnesota most recently. There's a look from Mulcahy. In that first meeting on December 8th, was just coming back from an injury, came off the bench in that game in Columbus. Nice reverse, but that one popping out for a look for Likely. And the rebound to Cam Spencer, who pushes it up to McConnell. Caleb McConnell gives it back to Spencer. Tight rims here to begin with. Still no score for both of these teams.
Well, he's been the hottest 3-point shooter in the country. Not only is he hitting game winners, but he's stretching the defense over 60% from beyond the arc over the last 7 games, and they've won 6 out of their last 7. It's been his shooting that's led them the way.
Bruce Thornton is off the mark. Cam Spencer, the game winner against Purdue to knock off a #1 Boilermaker team in the country. And then most recently had the game winner against Northwestern in Evanston. Cliff Amori kicks it back out to McConnell, who hasn't taken a whole lot of 3-point attempts. Just his 25th 3-point attempt of the season. He's only made 6 of them this year.
Ohio State vacillating in their commitment to defense over the last couple games, especially late in clocks. But they've come out and established the defense, closing out on shooters, rebounding, off to a tremendous start with this lineup at the defensive end.
Suing looking to take it inside. The kick out again to Likely. They're going to give him a few opportunities, and he's taken them. That's his second chance.
0 for 6 now from 3 in Big Ten play, so they like him out on the perimeter shooting threes. If you're Rutgers defense.
Mag there from the wing. Amori kind of leans in a little bit. He misses the reverse and trying to chase it down. Let's see who they call. It'll be Ohio State basketball. Rob Riley, John Gaffney, and Courtney Green are your officials here this afternoon. This Rutgers defense, one of the best in the country. Ohio State, one of the most efficient offenses in the country, but so far starting out 0 for 5. Both these teams 0 for. The combined 0 for 10 here to begin with. Feeding the post, just a Suing. A little mid-post action, leans in, and the foul, or the basket won't count. The foul before the bucket. They'll take it out from the baseline.
Well, these guys are physical, they're tough. Steve Michael called them a football team, and that was a compliment.
Yeah, you asked him at shoot-around today, what's it like to play Ohio State? He said, like a football team.
Nice move.
Woo, coming over, Amori sends it back the other way. One of the best shot blockers in the country. Ohio State from the baseline. 5 seconds to shoot. McConnell, one of the better defenders in the country, picks the pocket, takes it all the way. It's the first bucket of the game. Post touch for the freshman. Akpara turns, jump hook against Amori. Ohio State starting out 0 for 7 this afternoon. And we will take a timeout.
Keep your eye on all game at the defensive end.
That's fascinating. Not just his defensive assignment, but he knows everyone else's defensive assignment too. McConnell has all 4 points here in this game. They found him on the back cut.
If he can add those big offensive performances, this is a team that can go to the Final Four. We know what they can do defensively. They leave him open once in a while. If he brings 12, 14, 16 points in these games, they are almost impossible to beat.
Tied for second in the Big Ten coming into today. 18 net ranking, that's the second best for a Big Ten team. There's a turn and face with that right hand over that left shoulder. The first points for Zed Key coming off the bench here today.
It's so great to see him back. Has some bounce right there, anchors this defense. He is a warrior on the offensive glass, and he is a handful posting up.
The tip, Sean McNeil draws the turnover, and again, Key is leaking out, and the thunderous dunk. He's got a quick 4 points.
This Buckeye defense right now is stout. They are taking defense, turning it into offense, a completely different look than their last time out, and Key's everything at both ends of the court for them.
If you're struggling in the half court, which Ohio State has offensively in this game, he played 30 minutes in his return against Minnesota. Chris Holtmann had said after that game he felt like maybe he played him too many minutes. He told us in the pregame the goal maybe about 25 here today.
Another tough shot for Rutgers. Good defense, low percentage look. Get out and run and try to strike quickly, and this guy knows what to do.
Yeah, Bryce Sensabaugh coming off the bench. The Buckeyes have used 5 different starting lineups, including today. And you have to actually, with the combo that started this game, the starting 5, they had not played together since back November 23rd in Maui. Talk about trying to find the cohesion and connectiveness. That might be a struggle here to begin with for Ohio State. Key gets a touch again in the mid-post. And the fadeaway is not there. Antoine Woolfolk, the defender, coming off the bench, a freshman for Rutgers. Taking it inside, Andre Hyatt. Transfer out of LSU, played a couple years there at LSU. We're tied at 4 between Ohio State and Rutgers.
No double coming, so go right back into him, and Key's got to go to work. You got to get right back into him, Lisa. He's wide open.
Yeah, Sensabaugh thought about it. Instead, he works it around to the top of the key. Sean McNeil going to work. A fadeaway 3-point shot that drops.
I love to see the aggressive nature. We said he's got to take more threes. That was a low percentage 3 for most guys in the league, but he's got to let him fly.
He has made a 3 now in all but 1 game this year. He averages about a couple that he gets per game in his 5 Big Ten games coming into today. On the push, dropping it off, running and gunning. Tanner Holden with his first 2. He had that game-winning bucket, the buzzer beater against Rutgers back on December 8th. This is his only field goal of the night back in that game. Mulcahy serving, and an offensive foul call.
Well, number 10 for Ohio State has to take over these next couple minutes. He's a walking bucket. Gonna throw a little zone at him, put him at the high post, and let him attack.
He's coming off the bench. Bryce Sensabaugh is what you're talking about, and he feeds Tanner Holden instead, who's got 5 points here to begin with. Part of a 12-0 run here for Ohio State to take the 12-4 advantage. With the kick out, Hyatt with a catch and shoot opportunity, and Maury battling for the offensive rebound. The putback not there.
Well, let's keep our eye the rest of the game on that double team. That's a wide open 3. Amori, an improved passer.
That's the first look for Sensabaugh. Takes his first shot, and he makes his first shot. It's interesting, you know, you hear the old adage that teams who like to pressure don't like to be pressured. We'll see how the Scarlet Knights, if this continues, how they handle it. A little bit of partially blocked in the Sensabaugh attempt, and here comes Mulcahy on the push. Cam Spencer, so far scoreless. The only person who scored is Caleb McConnell. He had the first 4 points for Rutgers, and the Scarlet Knights have not scored since until there. Mawot Mag on cue knocks down the 3-point shot. Only his 6th 3-point make of the season.
Well, Coach Michael said in practice he's been shooting at a high rate. He just hasn't been able to bring that to games.
Amori with his 2nd block, and it leads to the transition. Rutgers on the move to Spencer for some transition buckets. with 12 to shoot. It's short that time for Holden. One of the toughest places to play in the Big Ten is suddenly juiced. This Rutgers team has found some life.
These are shots that Ohio State thinks they're going to make, but 4 blocks for Rutgers, and we talked about his ability to pass as well, becoming a complete player. And when you can protect the rim like that, it's just so exciting to watch. Ohio State mixing it up, like you said, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Start out in a 2-3 zone.
And the alley-oop to Mori. One of the highlight dunkers in the country has his first. The defense is picking up, the atmosphere is picking up, and Rutgers on a 7-0 run. Went into the NCAA tournament last year. We know he led the country in number of dunks. Here comes that Scarlet Knights defensive pressure. McConnell trying to swipe at it. It's blocked by Mag. Defense to offense has been the key formula here for Rutgers in the last few possessions. It'll be Ohio State basketball.
4th in scoring, 10th in three-point shooting defense. This is nothing new to Rutgers fans.
A defense that has held all opponents to under their scoring average this year. Is 17 games in and trying to silence the crowd. Sean McNeil with another 3. With the screen from Amori, and he loses it. On the push, likely. Holden and the tip for Key. How about once, twice, draws the foul on Amori. Mulcahy refusing that screen and finds Spencer on the wing. Kick out back to Mulcahy, who sizes it up from 3 and knocks it down. Just the second 3-point make for Rutgers here today. Akbar in trouble, and he finds McNeil. 10 seconds now to shoot, stepping in the passing lane. Spencer takes it away and draws the foul on McNeil.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Sitting in the bonus. Derek Simpson off the mark in his first playing time here today. Freshman out of New Jersey. And a jump ball. Gave me the line a few years ago, yeah, you could stand on the street corner holding a couple of tickets and no one would want them. Now it's the hot ticket in Jersey. The Rutgers team coming in a 12-5 record against the Ohio State Buckeyes team, 10-6 overall. And the turnover out of that timeout.
Second time in a row, Reber has gotten the best out of Key. The steal, the stout defense, great minutes for him. Gets one of the toughest guards in the league.
Turnover's pretty even here for both of these teams. Mulcahy as Rutgers works it around to McConnell. Being defended by Suey. Now 7 to shoot. Reber getting some playing time because of foul trouble here for the Scarlet Knights. Puts it up, Key got a piece. Stop the transition look here for Ohio State. A pull-up jumper for Holden. He's had a good first half.
They are so good at that mid-range game, and great job by Key. He did not have his footing. He pulled up, passed it to an open teammate. They look so good right now in the fast break. High basketball IQ, getting stops and getting runs.
And a foul will stop the clock with 2:37 left to play in the first half. Here's Thornton. Feeding McNeil, who's had somewhat of the hot hand here for Ohio State. A couple of three-point makes in this first half. Another opportunity here for the Buckeyes. Suing, the pump fake, drawing the foul on Mag, his first. .73% free throw shooter. Justice Suing knocks down the second. 23-17 advantage here for Ohio State. Took them the first 5 minutes before they had their first field goal. Spencer gets turned away on the baseline, finding McConnell. Who's working against that Ohio State zone. McConnell fades away mid-range. He gets it to fall.
Takes what the defense gives him. You can't challenge the big fella at the rim. Nice fader.
He had the first 4 points for Rutgers, now 6 for the game. Quick shot for Thornton. And an opportunity here for the Scarlet Knights to pull closer here to the Buckeyes. Sizing it up, it was Hyatt who stepped into that three-point attempt. And a battle for the loose ball. And a foul committed here on Ohio State. Maury picking up 2 fouls. Wolfup behind him as the backup, picking up 2 fouls.
Get number 10. You gotta get sensible a couple shots here in the last minute. Get to the mid-range and pull up.
Sensible. Directing traffic, calling for the screen, trying to go baseline. That double team coming. He puts it up anyhow, and the rebound to McConnell. Scarlet Knights again with a chance to tie with a three-pointer. McConnell will take it. And that gives him another opportunity. Rebounding had been a concern for Chris Holtman in the last game against Minnesota. And this offensive rebound generated another opportunity here for Rutgers. McConnell, the kick out. Mulcahy.
Good Spain action by Rutgers, but an empty possession.
Final few seconds, crowd on its feet in the final few seconds here of the first half. Nowhere to go for Thornton. The tip is not there. That'll be the final play of the first half.
Whoever wins the class will probably come out with the victory.
And one change, Jess, with this second half starters here for Ohio State will be Zed Key, who begins the second half here for the Buckeyes. Akpara, who started this game, his second career start, will be coming off the bench at least here for the second half. A touch for Amori, who picked up a couple of personals. That left-handed hook won't fall. Had to sit about the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Just a bad shot, right? That's a low degree of difficulty shot going up with your left hand against a good defender.
It's interesting with the first half stats. 4 steals. Ohio State has more steals and more points off turnovers than Rutgers, and Amori has picked up his third. So some decisions here to make for Steve Pikiell. Andre Hyatt, who stands at 6'6", will check in and check out Amori. And a significant development here on the Scarlet Knights side. Not even a minute had been played here in this second half. There's an open look for Suing, and another opportunity here for Ohio State.
And with the shot blocker gone, you've got to attack the paint.
And so Steve Pikiell with a technical foul after that no call, which infuriated him and the Rutgers bench. This is what got him so upset.
50-50 ball, 2 guys going at it. He may have a beef, but this is the Big Ten.
Spencer with the deflection and forces the turnover. McConnell looking ahead. Out to Mag for the deuce.
Well, Chris Holtman told us turnovers fuel Rutgers. And right there, Ohio State just gave them the basketball. They've got to attack the paint without the rim protector. Post-up, drives, mid-range jumpers.
And a double-dipper call, also a turnover here for Ohio State. Mulcahy with the kick out. Cam Spencer rims out. And Spencer now 1 of 4 shooting from three-point territory. McNeil is in trouble on the sideline. Defensive pressure is tough to tackle, no matter what opponent you are in this building. Tied at 25. Five to shoot, 4 to shoot, and a kick ball. Those hands so active. The deflection here with 8 seconds left to shoot.
Mag is an underrated defensive player. It's so hard to get attention at Rutgers, but that was an incredible hedge to blow that play up.
Rutgers is first in the Big Ten in steals per game, first in the Big Ten in turnovers forced per game. Big possession here early in the second half with 5 to shoot. Taking it inside, the block from behind. Tiptoeing the baseline, and Spencer is going to get called for the foul. No, and off it. We've got one official on the baseline who says a shot clock violation. I think they're going to talk about it. They're going to continue with the shot clock violation call. Okay, he will bring it up. Buckeyes 13th foul, ringing it up. It's Spencer. That's a long 2 for Cam Spencer. And Rutgers' last lead was 4 to 2. Make it 27 to 25. Sewing with the pull-up, the tip, the second tip. Not there for Likely.
Let Spencer get free here for Ohio State.
And a walking violation, another turnover here for the Scarlet Knights. Here's McNeil. Turned away by Mulcahy. Zed Key getting the start here in the second half for Ohio State. Sensabaugh will be coming off the bench once again here for the Buckeyes. Taking it inside, good pass, Sewing with a tough finish, and we're tied at 27.
Just isolation, cut to the basket with integrity. Incredible offensive play for an easy basket. Those are hard to come by against Rutgers.
Turning the corner, it's Spencer with a challenging key, and the follow is good from Awant Mag. Pull-up jumper from McNeil, and the follow is good for Zed Key. And he was fouled, and 1 for the big man for Ohio State. Chris Woltman, if you're just joining us, had said that he was gearing towards about 25 minutes for Zed Key. Ohio State takes the advantage with the free throw, 30 to 29. Cam Spencer going baseline. He'll look for his own shot and knock down the triple try. That's a tough shot to make from the sideline.
Yeah, double high post into a stagger. Again, Ohio State takes it away, but that's the second time Spencer has just taken over a play late. One-on-one action, huge shot. Crowd back on their feet.
His second three-point make. He's got 13 points here for the game. Tips it away. Here comes Rutgers. And an offensive foul call. soon we'll bring it up. Here's Sensabaugh, the first time we've seen him here in the second half, coming off the bench here today. As Chris Holtman has shaken up the starting lineup once again, and McNeil has another three-point make it 3 on the day.
He sees the 1-3-1 defense, no set play for it. He just says, look, you're not gonna come out on me, I'm gonna let it fly. That's the best way to crack a 1-3-1.
Morey checks back in, playing with the 3 personal fouls, and draws the foul on said Key. Morey sinks the second.
60% free throw shooter. As much action as he is in around the rim, it's nice to see him knock a couple down.
Both of these coaches letting their centers play with 3 personal fouls. Cliff Morey for Rutgers and Zed Key with 3 personal fouls here for Ohio State. Staying in this game. Sensabaugh with the best, arguably, Big Ten defender trying to defend him. It's McConnell. Justice Suing. Spin, pivoting a couple of times, and gets every single part of the rim to get that one to drop.
Oh, what an amazing player this guy is when he gets it going. That mid-range jumper, what a move.
Okay, looking off the screen from that. Looking to turn the corner, pump fake from behind the block, and Amori gets fouled from behind. Seeing them both, he's been perfect here from the foul line today. Sensabaugh. 3 points here today for the freshman. To Suing.
They find McNeil.
And they find McNeil in the corner. Not there that time. Amori with a huge rebound to clear.
Mistake Rutgers again. You cannot leave him that wide open.
McNeil leading Ohio State with 11 points. We got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. Some subs being made. Parra checks back in here for Ohio State. He got the start in the first half. Not there for Spencer. It'll stay here though. Scarlet Knights basketball. Inside 13 minutes left to play between these 2 Big Ten. Becoming a nice little rivalry between these 2 Big Ten schools. Memorial backs his way in, draws the foul on the freshman, Akara. Old. And a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line. Here comes the pressure, here comes the crowd.
Look for Rutgers to stay in man-to-man. No zones right now. They got to stay with McNeil. Take personal responsibility for every possession. What a shot.
A one-handed push shot by Bruce Thornton. And Thornton, those were his first points of the afternoon.
That's what he did the first game. He was able to crack that defense and get in there by the local and pull up.
The guys for Ohio State that averages in double figures, about 10 per game. The leading assist man as a freshman for Ohio State. Amori with the back down block, that time by the freshman Akara. And here comes Sensabaugh on the push. Those quick hands by Rutgers. It is off Sensabaugh. Last 10 turnovers that Rutgers has forced against Ohio State. Okay, taking it inside, misses everything. The rebound to Sensabaugh.
Great defense by Kale right there.
Ohio State trailing by 1. The back down and the shot blocker coming over. Amori. Good take. A rebound, Akpara, and a cool, calm, and collected finish. For 3. Only made 4 of those, only attempted 17 three-point attempts this season. Tanner Holden, who had 7 points in the first half, kicks it back out to Sensabaugh. It's a quiet day for him until there. He's got 6 points and another three-point make. 7-0 Buckeyes run. All of Sensabaugh's points have come from three-point territory. A 42-38 edge here. Sensabaugh with the takeaway. Behind the back dribble, he'll take it in. A finger roll finish, and the freshman suddenly going to work.
It's the Sensabaugh show, the big-time three, and lazy handoff. He jumps the passing lane, gets out and runs. This guy can score on anybody.
The team's leading scorer coming off the bench here today. Third nationally among freshmen with his average just below 19 points per game. McConnell pulls up. The rebound to Andre Hyatt. Another offensive opportunity here for Rutgers. McConnell to Derek Simpson from the baseline. Those are his first points, and they're big.
He was huge in the second half against Indiana. He's not afraid of these big moments.
Rutgers' first field goal in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, he had 14 points in that second half against Indiana, the Big Ten opener, and the first of his career. Back in December, pump fake, Sensabaugh. Really has the last 5 points. That time he no-looks it. Work it around to Tanner Holden. And no call, they play on. Mulcahy, one on about three, the block coming over. Never saw Roddy Kill coming from behind. And Amore back in the other way, by the way, has matched a career-high 6 blocks on the afternoon. McConnell hangs and draws the foul. It's an and one for Caleb McConnell. Sensabaugh trying to challenge that defense, and Derek Simpson comes over and commits the foul. Both teams now sitting in the bonus, a 1-on-1 situation, and Sensabaugh can't get the front end. McConnell, change of pace. Didn't get the baseline jumper to fall, but the Scarlet Knights will keep it off Ohio State last. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. They lost McConnell on cutting baseline play. Here's Thornton will bring it up. Good assist to turnover ratio this year here for the freshman. Trying to run this half-court offense here for Ohio State. Here's Holden taking it baseline. And stepped on the baseline. Simpson, they're excited about his future. He has called him one of the more athletic guards that he has coached in Rutgers history. There's the fadeaway for Spencer. And the tip, it'll stay here. Again off Ohio State last. They just can't corral those defensive rebounds. They're coming after 2015. Simpson kicks it out to Mag. He's off the mark, but Spencer chases it down and draws the foul. We showed you the foul trouble here for Ohio State. He is the first to get to 4 personals. Spencer now with 15 points in the game. With the hesitation. Mag stays firm, that pump fake, and he wiggled his way around Mawant Mag defensively.
Oh, great defense until he left his feet. He had him dead in the water. He jumped, took full advantage of it.
Spencer looking inside. Amore with another 2.
That's an underrated part of his game. We mentioned it earlier. He rolls with authority and integrity to the basket.
Just his second bucket of the night. It's perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. He's in double figures now with 10. Thornton trying to hunt it down into the lane. Scarlet Knights with the basketball. Spencer blocked from behind, but they're going to call a foul. The team that shoots 74% coming into today. With 13 to shoot, Suey pursuing. Sends the ball for three. The freshman loves these kind of moments. He gives Ohio State the lead.
And it's not very often that Caleb McConnell gets lost, but he turned his head, sets the ball, felt the movement, got to the open spot, and knocks in a big one.
Mulcahy looking for the answer. He hits from the wing. Not necessarily known for his offense, but if there's a big play to be had, number 4 will go get you one. Thornton will just bring it up across the timeline. There's Flocking Suing. There's the runner on the baseline, the tip. A second tip, it rolls off. Akpara stays with it for the bucket.
Incredible minutes by Akpara. Zed Key in foul trouble. This kid comes in, he's all over the rim, a huge basket with 5.5 to go.
Ohio State edge. Cam Spencer high off the glass. He'll have some free throws coming. And Spencer doesn't miss from the free throw line, by the way, a 97% free throw shooter. Tied at 53, 6 on the timer. Suing takes a peek, looking for the screen. Finds Akpara, he went for the rim, and the pass broken up by Rutgers.
Incredible defense by Amori on the perimeter, Lisa. He hedged 3 times and blew up the play. McConnell tags, huge steal. It's incredible when your big man can cover. This is automatic.
Spencer with a chance to take the lead. He's had those 2 big shots against Northwestern and Purdue to send Rutgers home victorious, and a blocking foul. Since the ball makes good on the bubble.
Akpara has been playing so well, he can continue to leave him out there.
We've seen a little bit of this pressure coming here for Ohio State. Testing the Scarlet Knights as they bring it up. Spencer with his 18 points, a couple of 3-point makes. Out to McConnell. Single digits now on the shot clock. Mag turns and fires and hits, and we're tied at 55. Off the hands of Suing. Basketball is loose. It'll be a jump ball, but they got a timeout. And Zed Key has checked back in. Foul number 4, remember, came with 7:54 left. Ohio State was up by 1. We're tied at 55 with 3:20 left to go. They're going to test the defensive pressure by Key. Stays upright on that Amori shot.
Great defense by Key. He wasn't soft at all. He just played the way he normally does.
But a smart play by the Scarlet Knights to go right at Zed Key there at the block defensively. Here's Sensabaugh. McNeil and Suing, Key, and Likely are the players out there for Ohio State. Sewing looking for it. Has to kick it out with 3 here to shoot. McNeil fires. That's short. Hit the rim in a battle for the loose ball. Amori comes up with it, and a reach-in foul by McNeil.
So does Rick Beasley. That's not his strong point of his golf game.
Tied at 55. 2.5 left to play. He gives it up to Sewing, who takes the 3. And Sewing is 0 for 2 from back there. Gives the ball back to Rutgers. The lob play to Amori, who lights this place on fire. One timeout left for each of these teams. Rutgers with the 2-point edge. Here's Sewing. Feeding Key on the mid-post. Bodying up against Amori. Key spins, fires with the left hand, not there. Rutgers will take its time. McConnell for 3. Still had 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sends a ball with McConnell defending. He'll pull and fire. Hits. The freshman, cool, calm, and collected, and delivered once again.
Best mid-range game in the Big Ten. Missed Key on the roll, but it didn't matter.
Spencer to Mulcahy. Cam Spencer already with a couple game winners for Rutgers here in this game. 7 seconds here to shoot between his legs. Up against said Key, fades away and fires. Amori battling for the rebound, and it comes down into Sensabaugh's hands. They have been struggling pulling down that defensive rebound, and a big one there. One timeout if Ohio State wants to use it. Sensabaugh goes high glass. The rebound to Spencer. Rutgers has a timeout. Spencer pulls and fires for the game winner. We got extra basketball left to play. It's Phoenix Akpara, who starts at the center spot for Ohio State here in overtime. Again, Zed Key will be coming off the bench with that left shoulder sprain injury. As you pointed out, Jess Settles, Akpara gave him really good minutes, in particular in the second half. First possession of overtime to the Scarlet Knights, and McNeil, that's his 5th. He's done. They both elected their teams to just kind of play it out.
Yeah, especially on the Buckeyes side, right? There was time to draw up your best play, and Sensabaugh took a very difficult shot. I bet Holtman wishes he could do that one over again.
Three-point look there in the putback for Zed Key, who had just checked into the overtime section.
He just goes at the offensive rim as well as anybody. This is what he loves to do, just wreck your front line, make you pay for not blocking him out.
He's got double figures now with 11. 14 offensive rebounds for Ohio State. Backdoor look for McConnell, who's got to dribble it back out. We played 1 minute here in overtime. 5 now to shoot for McConnell. That double team coming, forces it over to Mulcahy, who's short. Amori comes down with the offensive rebound, the kick out to Spencer for 3. Another opportunity. Ohio State has struggled rebounding here today.
Yeah, what did Mike DeCourcy just say coming out of the break? They've got to rebound, and those are backbreakers.
Spencer now with 4 to shoot. Leans into it, fires and hits. A 20 20-point game for Cam Spencer and give Rutgers the lead right back. Double team coming for Sensabaugh, nearly tossed it away. They work it around to Sewing, who misses everything.
27% three-point shooter. The Rutgers defense can live with that. Timeout action here, draw something up.
Coming out of this timeout, Mulcahy, shoulder fake, spins and fires. Amori battling for the offensive rebound. It's been a killer here in the second half and overtime. 14 offensive rebounds for Rutgers. And it's been the timing of those for the Scarlet Knights. To put the nail in the coffin, 2:20 left to play, 2 seconds on the shot clock. McConnell has to fight. And there's a shot clock violation. And a timeout called by Chris Holman. Give a touch to Key. He has Sensabaugh if he wants to use them, and Key again goes high glass and can't get it. It'll be Ohio State basketball, but they'll take a look at it since it's under 2 minutes here in overtime. And Key lining up in the bottom of your screen. He's setting the screen for Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh with the pump fake. He'll take it inside the lane. He'll pull. He gets hit from behind, and it stops the clock at 1:50. And he makes two. Just doesn't look like a rookie here in the Big Ten. Remember that Maryland and Iowa will follow us once this one is completed. Triple header on the Big Ten Network. Maury flips it up with the left hand, and Rutgers takes the lead right back.
Yeah, both coaches pounding to get inside, just letting their centers try to win this game.
Sensabaugh turned away. Sewing now with 11 to shoot. Sewing drops it off, flips it up, in and out for Likely.
Just look for some high ball screen. Amori, Paul Mulcahy. Watch Amori roll into the rim.
Rutgers with a 1-point edge. Out to Mag for three. Juan Mag. Not your three-point shooter, but he looked like it there. Sewing is off the mark. Keyes battling for the offensive rebound. Two-possession game. Rutgers taking it out, has to go the full court. Spencer with the inbound, valuable seconds coming off the game clock. About 25 seconds left to play in this one. Coming out of the timeout, Mulcahy. Over to Mag, and they waited to foul. They want Mag, who's a 74% free throw shooter coming into today. Thornton. And Roddy Gale is still staying in here for Ohio State. Thornton puts it up. That's not there. Rebound to Spencer. Across the timeline, 10 seconds left to play. Spencer lays it in, and he gets fouled on the shot by Sewing. Does miss two here today. An 8-0 Rutgers run to close out overtime. Sensabaugh. Going to be too late here, possibly with 2 seconds left. A two-possession game. Mulcahy to take it out. Spencer gets rid of it. Rutgers wins another close one. Splits the regular season series with Ohio State. 68-64 the final.